name is Beston. I live in Cape Town. Also, I do delivery. Interbet helped me to realize my dreams. Now I have my own delivery vehicle and I'm able to do the removal in and around Cape Town.
It's time for race 2 on the card, and it's the first leg of the place accumulator GoldCircleRacing YouTube channel maiden plate 4 fillies and mares. Race 2 is set to be run over the 1400 meter trip, and it will go off at the top of the hour at 1 o'clock. At the time of recording, 8 runners do go to post for the run-in of race 2 on the card, but please check your scratch-ins and jockey changes closer to race time. These in this lineup, horse number 3 in Kalanzinzi seems a horse that they all have to beat in this lineup. A penultimate run, she was beaten by Blue Sails, and Blue Sails has gone on to win 3 races after that. She's got the form, she looks the one that they all have to beat. But firstly, I want to ask you about horse number 1, who's the first time in this race at Delante. Do you think she could possibly challenge in Kalanzinzi for the winning position?
Well, you know what, whoever's working on course on the day, I think should get a comment from Dennis Porton's course, Alison Wright in race number 1. We mentioned Alison Wright's horse was carded to run on Sunday, but took the place on Monday, and the same with this horse. And I can tell you that the daughter of Rafif, and Rafif is having a wonderful run as a stallion. The dam here, Katie's Lane, she won 4 times from 1400 up to 1600 meters, and pole position first time out. The fact that they're going over 1400 meters. Dennis Bosch, he can really get them ready, you know, if they're good enough to step out and make a winning debut. So I would wait for comments from the course, you know. As I mentioned, whoever's working on the day, I'm sure the guys will do their best to try and get a comment for number 1 at Delante. But everything does point to in Kalanzinzi. It's a small field. There is some form to go around with the other runners, but I can tell you that last time out as well, you touched on that run behind Blue Sails, where last time out second in that race was Lady Macbeth, and she's gone back to back, and Corner Crusade has come out to run a really good race post-maiden. When chatting to Anton Marcus after that last start, when they dropped her in distance over 1200 meters, he was quick to mention that he's of the opinion that that's not her trip. You know, 1400 meters is her game. The way she goes to the front lets her use her stride, and then she runs all the way to the line. Over a sprint trip, they tend to get the better of her over the final 200 meters because you got out and out sprinters. She's actually not a sprinter. She's more of a horse that will keep her stride all the way to the line over 7 furlongs. So I think it's in Kalanzinzi that looks to be one of the better bets on the card. I expect her to be priced up in the red. When I have a look at the balance of the runners for trifectas and quartets, I'm going to go 8 and 7.
Yes, Deez, I have to agree with you about horse number 7, Viewed the Roses, and the 8, Bay of Dreams. But as Deez did touch on, in Kalanzinzi, the one that they all have to beat. And I think it's fair to say that Deez and myself will be bankering horse number 3 in Kalanzinzi in terms of the place accumulator.
It's good fun. Days like these are great. You get the whole industry together. And to have, you know, companies and corporations like Interbet and Cape Racing who are so generous with sort of time and energy into making a day like this possible is it's fantastic for everyone.